As a parent, obviously the Pokemon world confuses me. It's a great game. The kids love it, but it can be very intimidating for the beginner user and, kind of a complex issue. So I'm glad to have
Right.
you here with us, Seth, and hopefully you can shed some light on everything.
Well, it's great to be here, and hopefully I can.
Great. So first, let's start with a quick explanation about the world of Pokemon. Can you give us that?
Yeah. So the world of Pokemon is just this fantastic world, if you will, where all of these Pokemon exist. And I guess you could kind of say they're akin to the animals that we'd have in the real world. So dogs, cats, birds, things like that. Those are all represented in the world of Pokemon, but of course as Pokemon characters. There are lots of different games that players can play that will allow them to interact in this world of Pokemon, sometimes as a Pokemon trainer, other times as the actual Pokemon, such as in, Poke Park 2 Wonders Beyond, which we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, tell me more about the Poke Park 2, the new game. What can they expect to see? How is it different?
Well, Poke Park 2 Wonders Beyond, which is exclusively on the Wii system, is really just a fantastic adventure. It's made for kids of all ages, very easy to pick up and play, and it's all about Pikachu and his pals, which is Oshawott, Snivy, and Tepig, and together as a group, as friends, they have to overcome all sorts of obstacles to make their way through Poke Park into Wish Park and rescue their missing friend. So it's this great story of, really coming together as friends, overcoming obstacles, and really triumphing against all odds in the end.
So, do you have any wonderful secrets? How do you win the game?
Well, I would say the best thing to remember when playing this game is that you can switch between Pikachu, Oshawott, Snivy, and Tepig at pretty much any point in the game. You don't have to pick one at the beginning of the game. And so each one of them has a special, unique thing that it can do that the others can't do. So for example, Oshawott, who's a water Pokemon, each Pokemon has a type. Pikachu, electric, Oshawott, water, Snivy's grass, and so on. Well, Oshawott can swim in the water while the other ones can't. So if there's an area you need to get to that's across the water, you just real quick switch to Oshawott and take Oshawott across the water. If there's a high ledge you need to get up to, you would use Snivy. So it's very important to know your 4 Pokemon that you have with you, and by doing that, you can really get a leg up in the adventure.
In what age group for kids would you say this is most appropriate for, most easy to grasp and get somewhere with?
I would say 7 would be, young. Basic reading level would be important,
Okay.
but the content on it, everything like that, it's really meant to appeal to kids of all ages, the younger ones especially. It's a great game. Again, the values that it teaches and instills are, really kind of reflected in real life as well. Sticking by your friends and overcoming obstacles and everything like that really kind of fits that younger age group as they're kind of growing up and developing and learning, how to deal with, obstacles in real life.
Yeah, and I know that sometimes with other video games, kids can go online and they can find tips and tricks for ways to get help. Is there something like that as well for this?
Absolutely. There's a great place not only for kids, but for parents to learn more about the game as well. And that's Pokemon.com/PokePark2. And you'll find all sorts of information about the game there, screenshots, all sorts of really cool things to tell you more about the game.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you so much. That's very interesting, and I think I might learn something here.
Absolutely, my pleasure. I'm glad I could help teach something.
Thanks. Have a great day.
You too as well. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.